Hello, this is Andrew Chen with agentsonfilm.com, and I'm joined by Evan Jackson Leong, the director of Linsanity. So Evan, tell us a little bit about your film.
Well, thanks for having me, and a little bit on my film. Well, this documentary is obviously a documentary about Jeremy Lin. It's about the journey and rise of his of what we all remember as Linsanity.
What was one of your favorite moments during the whole process of making this film?
My favorite moments. I mean, I think the whole thing was a favorite moment. You know, I think I'll look back on this part of my life and remember this was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
You don't get opportunities like this
Right.
a lot as a filmmaker, you know, especially as a documentary filmmaker. And so, you know, I look back, I was like, this is awesome to be this close and this much of a part of this sort of, you know, moment in time.
Yeah. Now, Jeremy Lin really has broken through into the mainstream, and to be a real Asian American role model. So, what kind of message do you want the audience to take away with them after watching your film?
Well, I think the message that we want to take, there's a lot of messages. You know, there's a lot of things. You know, Jeremy's not just one thing,
Right.
but you know, there's a lot of things in this story that a lot of moments and storylines and themes that we want people to take away. You know, this is a story about hope, a story about faith. This is about a story about perseverance. And ultimately, I just want to inspire people, just like Jeremy wanted to do, to pursue their dreams. And if you believe in it, it's going to be hard times, but something good's going to happen out of it.
Right. Awesome, very cool. Now, what inspired you to want to create this story and want to tell this story? Obviously, you're a fan of Jeremy Lin.
Right. Well, we started the story when he was at Harvard, and at that point, what he was doing at Harvard was already a fascinating story to me and my team, and we thought at that point that this is let's approach him. Let's see the potential. The potential for him to make the NBA was a story in itself, and that's why we started shooting.
Okay.
This is one of the first. Not one of the first, but one of the Asian American role models in our community that has crossed over.
Right.
And we want to make an impact in what we do. And in make an impact, you got to get them in theaters. And if we can't make an impact with a story like this, then what can we make an impact with?
Right.
You started out sort of, which I didn't know, following him before Linsanity hit.
Right.
So,
Right.
So when Linsanity hit, you were like, "Oh shit!" Right?
Yeah, I mean, we started this project way before Linsanity was even a term, was even a word, and when it happened, it was crazy. It's like what you hope for in a documentary when you're shooting it, like a turn, a moment, and you hopefully you're there before and you're there after. And when it was happening, it was a crazy time for us, for everyone. And I mean, there are times I get so caught up and I'm like, wow, someone should do a documentary about this guy, and realize that, oh yeah, we're doing that. So I think that's one of the sort of amazing sort of parts in our journey as filmmakers.
So you guys actually saw the potential in him beforehand, and that was actually a documentary in the works before then, right?
Yeah, it was. We were shooting way before that. I mean, we didn't. I don't think anyone knew that this was coming. What happened? We didn't know that was coming. We knew that the story was great, and we knew that there's potential, but we didn't know that was going to happen, and nor did he. I think a lot more people would be bothering him if they knew that was going to happen. And you hope you find projects that you're passionate about, and you start shooting, and that's what we did. That's why we're doing that. That's why I have a lot of other projects that you shoot. You just because you want to tell the story, and you hope something happens, but you never know.
Yeah. So then when Linsanity hit, do you pee your pants?
Pee your pants. Yeah, I don't know if you pee in your pants, but yeah, you feel like the world. It was a crazy sort of experience because we didn't sleep. We were just high every day on what was happening. And we're like, wow, this is an amazing opportunity for all of us. I think what we really try to do. I mean, at the end of the day, we will look back at this moment and forget all these themes and all these things we want people to learn from. If what we all experienced in that February of last year, if you can get that feeling, just a glimpse of that, what that felt like, through this in you know our 88 minutes, then we did our job. You know, that's what I want to be able to do, is just be able to pop this in 10 years from now and be like, oh yeah, that's what it felt like.
So what was Jeremy's reaction when he first saw the finished product?
Well, you know, I think from the start, I had to build a level of trust with Jeremy. You know, that's what you have to do that with any documentary. And in that process, you know, I wanted to tell him, this is your story. You know, I'm a conduit of your story. I want to tell your story. I'm not trying to tell my story. Obviously, you know, any director's going to have a different perspective, but I'm going to try to stay true to who you are. And, you know, in that process, you know, Jeremy felt like he was involved, and, you know, he was proud of this piece. You know, after he saw it, he was like, that's, you know, we did a lot of work. I mean, being on camera for hours and hours and hours, it's a lot of work he put in too. So, you know, he felt like, you know, he had ownership too.